Girl, I got on and got back off because it was just me.
I-
And now it's just us. I'm just going to the link to see if maybe there's a new link or because it's recording too, and it's just us. That is bizarre. I'm giving you a shout out today too, Mama.
Oh, you're the best.
Ah,
I'm so
you're the
excited for Ronaldo. I love him.
girl. He's adorable as he can be. He just cracking me all the way up. I don't see any message even from the office this morning.
There we go.
Hey, Andy.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hi. Lauren and I were wondering if it was just going to be us.
We was just chit-chatting. We said, okay, it's the Lorna and Andy hour. It's so dark in here. God.
Samantha is on a luxury cruise down the Danube River.
Yeah, honey, she's doing her European vacation.
So,
What's up, Brian? I thought you were a figment of my imagination. I haven't seen you in so long.
he's alive.
I'm trying to. He's alive. He's alive, not well.
I got it now. You got it? Okay.
What's up, party people?
Oh, I can use this. Lorna, today is the day your energy would have been welcomed.
I know. I
So-
wanted to be there, but I've got a closing with a key exchange at an unknown time. Andy, did you hear anything?
Hey, did you hear anything?
I have not yet.
So that means I have to be on call. CALL.
All right. Well, then you have to bring the magic for this opening group chat, which is what gives you a boost during the day.
Oh, the 9 a.m. call, baby. All day, every day.
Excellent. I could have used that today. That's a good idea.
I know. It's better than coffee.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what gives me a boost is closings.
Oh, Andy.
Yeah, that's why she's all really jacked up.
That's right, baby.
Congratulations in advance. Look at you. You can hardly contain yourself.
I'm so excited. I love money. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, there are worse things.
There are worse things.
So the question then is, what gives you a boost during the day? Anybody? I always need a boost around 3.
It used to be coffee.
It used to be coffee, but I stopped doing the coffee thing because it got a little crazy.
Yeah. Wasn't so happy about it. No, I've been taking one of the dogs for a walk kind of in that mid-afternoon time.
Get the wind blowing through your hair, get some fresh air. That sounds like it works. Anybody else?
Whenever I hear good news, big or small, something happening for someone else.
Yeah. You know what? I was feeling, to your point, I was feeling a little, disconnected last week. And I called a friend who I knew could use a phone call.
Mm.
And that really, pouring into him kind of helped me a little bit. Come on. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Bring your Stanley up here. You know what it is? Stanley? All the girls are doing it.
Oh my God, you're so trendy and cool.
My wife's obsessed.
Everyone loves the poster.
Yeah.
Do I smell today?
Yeah, pouring.
No, you're just on that.
Is a way to stop thinking about yourself, right?
I take a nap.
Anybody else? Tracy takes a nap. I can't.
Or 5-hour energy, depending on the situation. You can't always nap.
I can't nap. I wish I could nap. That's a skill I never developed.
A nap
5-hour energy.
hack that that actually does work for me.
What?
Drink coffee and then take a 20-minute nap, and then you wake up and you're like,
Wow.
ready to go.
Actually, this is interesting. I'm like looking at it again. I should do this more often, and I don't. But to be perfectly honest with you, lead generation actually gives me a boost
Gives you a little boost.
because I don't do it. And when I do it, I see the results of it, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that more often.
There you go. Please and thank you. All right. Anybody else before I go forward? All right, I'm going forward. There we go. Happenings. Holiday toy drive. Laura Anderson and with us have done a toy drive. We have, it goes to the Fane Church, and they distribute all over Los Angeles. It's a really great organization. We will have a barrel out front starting in the next day or so. And it's simple and it's easy. If you like to donate, you can donate money. But they'll be collecting new unwrapped toys on the following days at Larchmont, Monday, November 25th through December 12th. You know what? We'll get that out earlier, so it's just a reminder to everybody. We have the barrel all set up and ready to go. I'll have to go in. I have something in my, gift drawer, right? Do you have a gift drawer that you can dip into?
Yes, a closet.
Most of the mother used to have it filled with Avon because my Aunt Peppy was an Avon lady. And when somebody's birthday came along, what's that? No, nobody. Oh, well, isn't it Kitsch now? Avon's making a jean today and Avon making a way back.
Put it in a Sephora bag, you'll never know the difference.
I still used to get so soft, but whatever. It's the best thing to use.
Only as a mosquito repellent.
Mosquito repellent, that's the only thing. Well, yeah. Also potluck.
So soft.
Potluck on the 20th. We have a sign up, and to avoid too many pies, we have a limitation on desserts, right? We usually get everything but turkey and stuff, right? Which is good. You're gonna have turkey next week. I can only eat so much of it.
Who's gonna make a turkey?
Right? Food.
You're asking a Korean or a Serbian for opinion about turkey.
No.
No, I'm just joking. Like I'm just like.
No, I'm not a turkey
Yeah,
fan
yeah.
personally.
No, I mean, I order my turkey
Yeah.
now, so.
Jones, or where you get from?
No, it's
Gelson's?
called Larchmont Bakery. It's over in West Adams, and it's by Chef Jose, and she's amazing. She has like this incredible system. You get the turkey, the stuffing, the
Fixings,
cranberries,
everything.
all that stuff. They make them. It's a French pastry restaurant,
Yeah.
so the pastries are amazing there. The whole thing is like $120,
To feed how many people?
like 6 people.
Oh, that's
And it's a full bird.
That's good.
I mean, if you guys want a bird, I'm happy to order one for you.
No, thank you. I do, I spend probably about 4 or 5 times that amount for,
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm
15
saying.
people.
That's what I'm saying though.
It's
So
ridiculous.
I just buy it.
Yeah, turkeys are expensive. Let's not go down a rabbit hole, but I think I paid $120 for a
bird.
organic,
Yeah.
uncooked bird.
But we always get
You
like
got ripped
wrap.
off.
I felt like that too. It's like a 20-pounder, but still.
But I feel like we always get a nice mix of different foods for
Yeah,
that
all-
potluck. Like, and it's nice to see what
It's not
everybody's.
just
Yeah.
Thanksgiving,
That's
it's
yeah.
on,
Yeah.
sides, right?
Yeah.
It's whatever you want to
It's-
bring.
Exactly. Agreed. That's, I guess, what I was trying to get to. Keller Williams Larchmont Holiday Party, 2024 is December 5th, earlier this year, but that's still a Thursday at the Norma in West Hollywood, Los Angeles, nice little place. It'll be between 6:30 and 9:30. Okay. More details to come. A little festive event. Norma's a nice place. Upcoming classes. Business Planning Clinic. The first one is in the Hollywood Hills on November 22nd. We had to change it because they were having a fire drill on the previous day. We're also going to do one in the West Side office, and then here. So that'll be 2 before the end of the year, and then in the second week of January, I'll do one here in this office for the people who would love to go to the other 2, right?
Why are you looking at me?
No, no, you're
Because
just,
you know me.
it's close, yeah. Oh, you showed up last year to the first one.
I know, but then there's, parking.
Sure. Parking's the thing.
I can walk to that one, but I'd much rather, oh no, I can't walk to that one, but I'd much rather here.
Sure.
Here.
We're gonna do here. But January's for the people who didn't get it done beforehand. Anyway, this is the first one. November 22nd, in person. Register sooner than later because there is limited seating. There's probably around 40 to 50 people can seat there comfortably.
I think the meters are 4 hours, right?
Meters are 4 hours, yes. The morning show, like Lorna said, it's the way that she derives energy. Show up, listen, participate, right, Michelle? Michelle
Yeah,
slips in there.
I have to shout out Andy, who did an evening version of the morning show for us, where she discussed with us and our clients interest rates. So, you get extra little goody goos when you're on the morning show. It was a great opportunity for us to reach out to clients and for them to talk to a mortgage broker about what's the haps with the craps. So, yeah, thank you, Andy. You're the best.
Uh, Dispel some fear through knowledge, always works. What do you got, Andy? Just sucking that all up?
That's right. Thanks for having me.
You deserve it. You show
We
up.
love you.
Practice every Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 to 9 on Zoom. Come on. And Christy has worked with buyers and sellers, make and receive offers, negotiate offers, bonus class of Atomic Habits, and also a bonus class of a different kind of goal setting. Guys, if you're feeling a little stale in your business, no matter where you are in the process, I would jump into some of these classes. I think Atomic Habits and the 2 bonus classes for this month are a really, really great place to start. Christy is a great teacher, right? We love her. She's good. All right, we have Scott Leroy, also paid ads and social post overview. Nurture your database campaigns, DocuSign 101, command overview, and setting your goals for 2025. It's going to come up. We've been talking about it in the mentee meetings, about really looking at, what your goal for 2025 is in a different way, and really starting to peel it back as to what you need to live your life. And then add in, that's after taxes and after expenses and cost of sale. It's what you're living your life on. When you're getting a check, you think you make a certain amount of salary, and then taxes come out and all the other stuff, and you're living off of a much smaller amount of money. And Los Angeles is a costly place to live. So I really want you to look at your goal for next year as building on what you need to live on, what you want to save or what you want to contribute in the form of charity. All of those are part and parcel of your goal, your monetary goal for 2025. You want to bring that clear goal to the business planning clinics, right? Because you really want to build a machine to support that goal. All right, the mentee meeting every Wednesday, 12:30 to 1:30. That'll be me today. Samantha is taking a luxury cruise down the Danube, and there were some really, really great properties on the market yesterday. We went to the east side and saw some really beautiful things in Los Feliz, and lots of opportunities, right? They were. What did you guys like that we saw yesterday, Bobby? What was your favorite? You like Farrell's house. Colin Farrell's house, yeah. He was the owner before this. It was Tim Curry, Colin Farrell, and then the newest owner, and it was a great classic Hollywood Spanish on Nottingham.
I like Colin Farrell.
You can't even see, like the house goes like subterranean from the street, so it's it's not an opulent house, but it's everything you want it to be.
In the
Really,
hills?
really.
Oh.
What's that? In the hills,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Beautiful view.
Do you have yard
All
there
of
or
this.
any yard or?
Yeah, beautiful. Tim Curry put in a beautiful lap pool Beautiful apple. Yeah. Yeah, we all could. John, it's like your house on a hill. Hillside hill. It's not that, no, it wasn't that. No, 3,000 square feet, a little under 3,000 square feet. It wasn't that kind of house. Was it bright? Price, well, 5 million? 5.8. Oh.
What's the address?
We'll have to get back to you on that, but a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful property.
2,000.
Yeah, and we that wasn't even on our list. We just drove by that one. So, surprises every Tuesday. Monday and Friday, we have our Forward One coaching via Zoom or in person. I think it's going to be both of them here at the Hollywood Hills office now. And core services. Just for any of you who don't know, Josh Spitzson is moved over to the Hollywood Hills office from Beverly Hills.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's now the team leader in Hollywood Hills. Core services. Peter Schwartz is now the team leader. He's a lovely man, isn't he? Yeah, and Josh is like the general manager over there still. He's got the behind the scenes thing, but yeah, Peter is going to be taking that over. Has taken
Peter, a former agent or?
Peter Schwartz. Oh, he was the manager for Rodeo Realty, Sunset.
I was an agent for years before that.
Yeah, he's sweet. He's a sweet guy.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Nice man. All right, Andy Kristenot, back to you.
Hi. Okay, so just quick market update. We touched on a little bit last week. There's been a lot of euphoria since the election in terms of the market, in terms of the stock market and so forth. We've seen rates inch back up since the election, and that is just on speculation of potential deregulation that could be coming with the new administration. Deregulation from a banking perspective, you've seen bank stocks skyrocket in the last week and a half or so. Deregulation obviously means that it makes things easier for big corporations from a mergers and acquisition standpoint, et cetera. This euphoria will eventually wear off. There's also, again, some lagging data that will also catch up. Another thing to think about when we talk about the Fed fund rate, right? So we're expecting another quarter drop in December. That could, of course, change, but that's what the market is anticipating is another 0.25%. When we're talking about the Fed fund rate, I know we've mentioned in the past, this is also the rate at which banks borrow money, right? So banks have to meet a reserve requirement on a daily basis. They borrow money back and forth, et cetera. This is also the rate in which high interest savings accounts are dictated, as well as money markets. So in the last couple of years, we've seen some pretty high yields on very basic savings accounts, upwards of 6% for just dumping your money into a savings account. As this Fed fund rate comes down, which is now around 4.625, that rate of return for those high interest money market and savings accounts comes down. All of a sudden, when that comes down and your earnings and your yield isn't as high, investors look for other investments like long-term bonds, right? So as that rate comes down, the profit and the yield on these very easy investments comes down, and investors will then look towards long-term bonds like the 10-year treasury. As money gets dumped back into long-term bonds like the 10-year treasury, that will make it tick down. That will make mortgage rates also tick down. Okay, so just think about that when you're talking to clients and so forth. Just another indicator on why we will eventually see rates come down. It's obviously a moving target. There is no straight line, but it will happen. Another thing I just wanted to touch on too, I get calls almost on the daily asking about bridge loans. I've talked to several of you in the office. Bridge loans are historically very, very expensive. A bridge loan would be where a current owner is leveraging their existing property to purchase a new property. And generally speaking, in a bridge loan, they're leveraging part of the equity to put down. You also don't have to necessarily qualify with the payment on the departing residence, because the idea is this bridge loan would then be paid off once they sell their departing residence. I have an in-house product at Movement. If somebody has the cash for the down payment, at least in a short term, we can, generally speaking, if they qualify, of course, we can take and do a rent survey appraisal on their departing residence and determine what market rents are for their departing residence without obtaining a lease agreement or a security deposit check, which Fannie Mae typically requires and typical jumbo loans require. If we get a rent survey appraisal on their departing residence that tells me what the market rents are for that, we can use those market rents to offset their current payment. If they have the cash for the down payment, and maybe their ideal situation would be to use all of the equity in their departing residence to put down, they're maybe kicking around the idea of selling, but maybe not, maybe they'd rent it, etc. There is a way to work it without doing a very costly bridge loan, which normally costs about 2 to 3 points up front on a bridge loan. So this is another really, really great option for people that are on the fence about selling. And there's lots of different options depending on price point, etc. But just wanted to throw that out there because bridge loans have been coming up a lot. So that's what I got.
Andy, is this a national program? My niece might need to take advantage of something like that, but she's in Pennsylvania.
I can certainly refer her to a loan officer at Movement in Pennsylvania.
But you don't know if the program is national or it is?
It is. It's an in-house product with Movement.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay, cool.
yeah. Excellent.
My
Thank
last
you, Andy.
client did that and it worked out really well.
Your last client?
Well, two passed.
Sure.
Yep.
Technicality. All right.
It worked out.
Excellent. Thanks, Andy.
You bet.
Duncan.
Hello, hello. I don't have a lot this week other than to, as always, say thank you for your support and love working with everyone in the office. And I will be seeing everyone at the potluck and holiday party coming up. So
All right. I see a little turkey costume in your future.
absolutely.
I'm gonna find you a source for that. Let's see. We got some birthdays coming up. Birthdays this week. Marisa Tranquilli is today. Alyssa Bella is also today, or tomorrow. Jean Kaplan on the 16th. Audrey Kim and Stacy Hahn on the 19th. Also, we have some closed escrows. Christine Ann Doncher on Plunkett, Nina Chia on Gaynor, Rob Marin on Fernview Street, also David Holly on Holly Mount Drive. Look at how synchronous that is. Marisa Tranquilli on San Miguel Road, which was a hard-fought sale, and Vinnie Park on Maplewood Avenue. Congratulations to you all. Everything has a little hair on it these days. Congrats. New escrows, Bates Hennington on Maymount. You're closing one today also. Moon Kim, it has El Nido. And the Woodward team on closed on Genesee today. Or I'm sorry, opened on Genesee today. Andrew was saying, oh, he had inspections, that's what he was telling me. Andrew and Mary on 106365 Genesee. Daeyoung Her on Veneta. Also Ted Kim on West Shelley Lane. And Laura Anderson on 24th. Congratulations, all the new escrows. Closed lease, Anna Lee did one on Beechwood. Congrats. Closed referrals, Tiffany Chin in Apple Valley, California. Passed that recently, going to Vegas. Went right through it. New listings. Residentials. All right, we're stacking them up. I like seeing that. Don and Annie Lee On Alameda, 100 Alameda, have a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,176 square feet for $739,000. Tiffany has Waring Avenue, number 5. It's a very, very cool space for $898, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,320 square feet. I think that's actually a good price for that.
Yeah, just off of Larchmont, like.
Yeah. John and Chuck and the Barentine Group on North Fuller. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes, 1601 North Fuller 302, which was a referral to us. So interesting. This sounds familiar. I sold this unit to a previous owner in 2003. All of a sudden back in the same unit here, which is kind of fun. Really great unit. As you can see, views to the west, 3rd floor, but up on a little rise there as floor heads up toward Runyon Canyon. So nice elevation. Units in really lovely condition, 2 and 2. Pretty light. Just light fill. All those giant windows all the way across. Just
Corner
really,
unit,
really
yeah.
nice unit. Southwest.
Is that CGI in the corner there, or did they put that in? That's the real deal, huh?
The view to the west.
Nice.
So you got it right as the hills come down, so you get some nice lights at night through the hills there. Great.
What's the HOA there? Roughly,
Yeah.
That's not bad. Not
That's
bad at
pretty
all.
good. I saw your sign.
Nice.
I'm glad.
I was like, I know
All right. We also have Frank Money in Sylmar has an 8-bedroom, 7 baths, 4,049 square feet for 1.820. I wonder if that's a multifamily. And I think it looks like, maybe it's a 1 big floor or 1 large house, one of the two.
Wow.
that. Or sometimes those in that area are like a recovery center.
That's what I just said.
So
Yeah.
look into that. That's,
Moon also has a 5-bedroom, 5-bath, 4,470 square feet in Fullerton for 3.150. Looks like new construction. Stacy Harris Green has this 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,222. Stacy, do you want to talk about it a little bit?
Oh, sure. Yeah, so this is a lovely, lovely property. It's on Angela's Vista, as you can see.
New construction, newish construction?
The renovated kitchen has been renovated into an open concept. And so it's nice and bright in there. It does have window seats across the front. It has a terrace, as you can see there, across the front. So the window seats are one in the breakfast nook of the kitchen, and then the other 2 are across the living room area, and then another bedroom in the front. So it also has a pool in the back.
Nice.
Very nice sized backyard with a grassy area that's partitioned from the pool as well. It does have a cabana in the back, which is a structure that you can use it as an outdoor entertainment space next to the patio, or you can remove it and have a nice wide backyard.
The views out the front of the property or the back?
The views are in the back. It does have nice neighborhood views as well across the front from those window seats also.
Excellent.
So it's a very lovely.
That's a lot of house for 1.843.
Yes.
Sounds like to me.
Yeah, it's got the driveway there on the side,
Yeah.
and then it's got the 2-car garage as well
In the
as
front.
that, front platform parking space.
Well, that's a lot of house.
Yes, so I'm
thank-
gonna have an open house next Saturday and Sunday.
Yay.
That's great.
And brokers open next Tuesday?
Yes.
Yep. Perfect.
Stacy, can I ask you on that one? I don't know that area very well. Is that pricing, is it kind of spot on, aspirational, or a little under? What do you, I'm trying
I'd
to,
say it's spot on. I'd say.
okay,
Yes.
great, thank you.
Excellent. John and Chuck, do you want to talk about Berry Drive in Studio City?
3345 Berry. This is in the Carpenter District, so it's down low in Laurel Canyon. It's in really lovely condition, just repainted, refluffed. It looks really nice. It's on a 9K plus lot with a pool, 3 and 3. could use some updating. It's got darker woods inside in a lot of the rooms, in a library and in an office upstairs, which is one of the 3 bedrooms, but could, with just a little bit more, be really amazing. So good house in good condition.
Same owner since it was built in 1969.
One owner since
Well-
69, yeah.
It's like my parents' house.
Well.
By the way, this is a co-list with the Hoffman Murphy team.
Oh,
Excellent. All right. We love
So you have a stone
collaboration.
fireplace in there?
It does not.
Tiffany Chin has Sherman Way, and that's a condo, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,489 square feet for $599,000. And then we get the leases. Let's see. Steve Senegram on Lexington, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 6,500 a month for 1,700 square feet. Steve also has on Lexington a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,000 square feet for 3,300.
is that a house and an ADU? What is that?
I don't know. A house,
7544. Okay, thank you.
different address.
Okay.
There you
It
go.
was the same street, so through.
Yep. On 1100 Wilshire has a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,340 square feet for $4,000. Does that mean it's on the 34th floor? Is that right?
That's a really tall building.
Steve also on Fairfax, 1414 North Fairfax, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 663 square feet for $2,680. And Matthew Lavi on Wade Street, 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,000 square feet, $2,850. Also on Santa Monica Boulevard, same picture, but different property. A 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 800 square feet for $3,095. And income property, anything? Yeah, Frank Mott, it is an income property. It's 3 units on 11,000 square feet, lot in Sylmar for $1,820. Yeah, I thought that looked a little too big to be true. Pocket listings coming soon. Who has them?
I do have upcoming listing in Santa Clarita, Valencia. It's a 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2 level. It is technically a townhouse. It has a shared wall, but it really feels like a single family residence. It has its own separate private yard in a lovely development. There is literally 4 parks like in the development, or 130 homes. 2 tennis courts, basketball court, several kids playground, like pool, spa, everything, pretty low HOA fees for that, and it will be around 780,000. It's currently tenant occupied, but will be delivered tenant free. It's a great opportunity for people who are looking for like a family home, and a lot of people from LA, outpriced people from LA are moving up there. Good schools, and so that's coming up in a few days. And I do have a lease listing in Longwood Heights. It's like in a beautiful Spanish duplex, 3 bedroom, 2 baths, and it's gonna be just under 5,000.
What's the lease on the Santa Clarita house?
The current tenants are paying $3,200, but the owners were not like raising literally for like 4 or 5 years, since before the pandemic. The market value is about 38, 39 right now.
Excellent. Anybody else? Pocket listing, Chuck?
We have a great listing coming up in Van Nuys on Friar. It's a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, about 2,400 square feet on a 7,000 square foot lot with a pool. It's beautifully done inside, modern, mid-century feel to it, and it's just got great vibes on a cul-de-sac. It's an awesome property. They'll be coming on in a few weeks, but we did talk about it before.
Pricing?
In that 1.4 range, give or take. We haven't decided on the finalist pricing.
I'm sorry, what was the lot size?
Over 7,000.
Where again? I'm sorry.
Van Nuys.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Valley Glen section.
Excellent. Excellent. Anybody else? Tim, you want to talk about you're going on the market tomorrow?
Yeah, it's 3129 Butler. It's over in Mar Vista. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths. Yeah, and it's got a den, formal dining room. Could use updating for the kitchens and baths, but the property's nice. About wait a second, 7,000 square foot lot and a 2,000 square foot home, priced at 2,125. And also I got a lease coming up, same area, 3331 Inglewood. And Inglewood is like right at the top of the hill of Mar Vista. This place is. That's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, and great street, great school district, all that sort of stuff. I think it's a little high at 5,900 a month, but we'll see. And that's
Single family?
right now. Single family home, yeah, single family home. It's got a yard. Probably needs a little love, but he'd do the work. I think if someone came in and
Oh yeah, it's
rent.
paid
Yeah.
5,900 for it. Sure.
Yeah.
Aspirational.
Yeah.
I also,
Yeah. Come on, Stacy.
I also have a pocket listing for land in the Baldwin Hills Estates. It has it's a view property potential, it's a vacant lot. It's at 4218 Don Alanis, and looking for between 500 and 650.
Oh, excellent.
So it's buildable 3,200 square feet.
Yeah, it was owned by one of the
Yes.
neighbors
the
next
owner
door.
lives next door.
So it's basically, it's a buildable lot on the upslope,
Yes.
right? The upslope is what we discussed.
So all the utility, like everything.
Yeah, everything's there.
Yeah.
It's nothing, it's
And
nothing
it's right by the
you
houses
know.
that have been built, yeah.
Yes,
It's just the next door neighbor owned it for a period, right?
yes.
So they just held on to it as a buffer. They thought they would build on it at some point, but apparently not. It's great. Anybody else? Anyone? Anybody online? Anybody have something coming soon? They'd
So
like to share?
it's Andy again. Can I just say something? I noticed quite a few condos and stuff coming on. Long story short, so FHA and VA require that an HOA be approved in order to lend on it, unless you do some sort of unwarrantable condo loan. Anyway, I just closed on a deal with a veteran on a condo in Sherman Oaks. And I know condos are a little tricky these days. Long story short, the HOA was not VA approved. And we went, my condo team, we got all the HOA documents, et cetera. We got a single unit VA waiver to do a VA loan with no money down, and got it done within 30 days. The client had to write a letter and acknowledge through the VA that they understood that the VA did not approve the association and that they were willing to accept the risk, et cetera. We got it done in less than 30 days, even working with the VA. So just food for thought. If somebody walks into your open house and they're a vet and they're VA eligible, let me know. I'm happy to look up if the HOA is approved or not. And my condo team is absolutely incredible. So
Andy, that is amazing. And I probably have one in Village Green. That,
Andy,
yeah, sorry.
does the property need to be specifically certified for VA loan? Is that what you're saying?
the HOA has to be approved through the VA to lend in that specific HOA complex. And it works the same just like FHA. The problem is that most condominiums and HOAs are not FHA approved or VA approved because it's a lengthy process. And to be honest, this particular HOA was not approved by the VA, and they were not willing to approve the entire complex because there was something ridiculous about something with a rental restriction, but it wasn't even specific to like no short-term rentals or anything like that. It was something really funny and really minor, and something you wouldn't even think about from buying a property. Anyway, it was something really, really minor, but the VA essentially, look at it this way: if they're offering 0% down and doing 100% financing on a condo, which automatically carries a little bit more risk, right? From a marketability standpoint. If they're loaning 100% on the loan to vets that qualify, there's any reason they can come up with to not approve the HOA. But just know, depending on why it's not approved and so forth, it is potentially possible to do a single unit approval through the VA.
Oh, amazing. I just want to follow up on something that Andy is mentioning. You guys, if you are not aware, there are more and more condos that are not warrantable, unwarrantable. So they cannot get a Fannie or Freddie Mae backed loan. There are other programs, so don't give up, but just be aware when your client is interested in a condo, reach out to Andy so she can reach out to her team and find out if it's even warrantable.
And then listing agents, don't we want to encourage listing agents to find out if the properties are warrantable as they go through the process?
Yeah, you should
I mean,
know
wouldn't
if
that
your
be-
listing
yeah.
can get certain loans or not. I mean, that's just a part of your job.
Sure.
Like, that should be something you
Well,
know. So when people walk in, you can advise them properly, so they're prepared to make an offer that is acceptable.
I will also tell you too, that I have seen an HOA that was previously designated as unwarrantable because of maybe a lawsuit or something with the builder or whatever the case is, right? Just because it was previously unwarrantable doesn't mean that it couldn't get approved as a warrantable condo now. It just depends. I mean, I will tell you, people are not submitting updated paperwork on all of these HOAs all the time, right? And there's also a lender has to be willing to put in the steps to get the paperwork. There is a fee for it, right? HOA docs for us to do this is usually $500 or so. I have seen HOAs turned around, and I've also seen listing agents, we go under contract and they haven't even ordered the HOA docs yet. So just holler. I've seen so many more condos and stuff come to market. Just ask. I'm happy to check with my condo team and see what the status is, see why maybe it's not approved, and see maybe why it was previously unwarrantable. I'm happy to do the legwork and look into it.
Thank you, Andy.
One more question for you, Andy. With regard to SB 326, the balcony inspection thing that's coming down for January 1, what are you seeing on the lender side? Are your sources requiring that balcony survey in hand? What do you know?
I haven't seen anything. And from an HOA perspective, depending on the loan is going to determine how lengthy of a HOA review process. I haven't seen or heard anything on it. I can certainly ask my condo team, especially since we don't have anything specific, but I can ask what they know or what may potentially be required. The type of loan is, and the down payment is going to definitely determine what the extent of the HOA docs that's going to be required. And maybe that survey. I've never been required to have a survey on any property ever. So
we have one issue with that, and I'm just wondering if we're expecting to see that come across the board as that kicks in.
Become more of a.
The deadline was extended, I think, for a year, was just extended. So I think,
It
they,
says, I mean, I don't necessarily trust Google's AI, but it says January 1st, 2026 now.
Good, because I know there's a big scramble right now with.
Yeah, I'm
HOA
having.
is trying to get it done.
Well,
yeah.
the issue that I'm having is just finding vendors to do it. There's like only one.
That do what, for the repair or the inspection?
The inspection.
I have, if you.
I don't want to use Dr. Balcony.
John, I'll get some more information from my condo team on that.
Thank you.
You have somebody.
Yeah, we
You
need
bet.
to extend it another year,
Like
Andy.
an inspector.
We think.
That's okay. I'll inquire just as a blanket sort of inquiry.
Absolutely. All right. Anyone else? All right, we do have a speaker today from Reminder Media. But first we want to do wants and needs. Anybody?
Yes, I want to fill the bucket.
Lorna, go.
I want to fill the bucket for Andy, not only for what she did for the morning show, but also we are closing on a tricky little deal with a wonderful client who doesn't really have income, but has a bunch of assets. And so she's got a little special program for him, and he's happy as a clam. And Andy, thank you so much for that.
I appreciate it. That was a fun one. I love it.
It was a fun one because you fun.
In finance, we love it. Who else? Anybody else?
I got a need.
Timothy?
3129 Butler has a baby grand piano. Anyone want it?
Nope.
Yeah.
I
Give it away, just take it, that's it.
guys,
Just take it.
every
I
house.
definitely do. I'll reach out. This is Jen Lana.
Jen, every house should have a piano.
Yeah.
It changes the.
I kind of do, but I know I'll regret it, so.
100%. Who was that said that?
If it's there, people will play it.
What color is it?
Oh.
Oh, come on.
You can make it any color.
Red.
Is it red?
Who?
All right,
I can't see who said that to reach out to them.
Tim
Tim.
Schmidt. Tim,
Tim.
reach out to.
All yours, Jen.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Ding, ding, ding.
People love it when you do that to their piano.
Play it, it's good.
I need a condo on the west side, no stairs, not first floor, under $1 million.
Sounds like a riddle.
That's what I need.
No stairs, not first floor.
Older couple, they're only here 3 to 6 months out of the year, so they don't want first floor because of security. 1 bedroom's fine, 2 bedrooms fine.
West side,
West side, anyone?
up to?
Up to $1 million.
Up to $1 million, okay. Great stuff.
I have one. So I have a client who's looking for a 7+ bedroom, 5+ bathroom, he wants a triplex, but if it's a single family home, he's open to it, and it is his top is 1.5 million.
Go to Selmar.
You got,
Yeah,
that's
you got it.
1.8, the
Big
one in
enough.
Stillmar is 1.8.
I'm sure we can put off. Yeah. Excellent. All right, anybody else? Bobby, more?
You asked about shadowing some realtors for the in-house, for the showings.
Sure.
Anybody needs any help?
Up close. Get in there and make some friends. That's an up close conversation, right? You'll get more from that if you just introduce yourself and get up in people's business.
Up, empty.
I'm just saying, that's the way it's going to work. Also, this was a little thing. Jacqueline, that's your name up there. Jacqueline, I just wanted to acknowledge, because I was here when the woman came and picked up her wallet, right? Jacqueline found the wallet and she, she reached out to the owner, and the owner came and picked that up the same day. She was so appreciative and wonderful about it, and I just want to acknowledge you for, going out of your way to do that. Actually, everyone, I'm sure everyone here has lost their wallet at one point, right? And to have somebody find it, turn it in, and contact you the same day, is such a relief. It changes, because you immediately start calling credit cards, and this, it's such a hassle. Such a hassle. So I just wanted to acknowledge you for your good deed. I thought it was wonderful. Yeah? All right. Presenter Jeff Todd. I see you, Jeff. You're ready to go. Senior sales exec at Reminder Media, which some of you use in either print form or digital form. Brian, do we need to do anything with him?
Jim should be able to share screen right now.
You ready to share the screen, Jim?
Yes, thank you so much for having me out. Can everybody hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
Get in there. Do your magic.
Oh, keep his number out there.
Anybody in the office use Reminder Media in their business? No?
Hold
Oh, Tracy does.
up. I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I believe we have a couple Raven fans in the office already, so I always like to start with thank you for that.
Rob Marin, and here she is.
I love it. I love it. So for those of you that don't know, Reminder Media started about 20 years ago. We actually just celebrated our 20th anniversary this June. We started as like three guys in a garage outside Philadelphia, with a great idea of how to stay in touch and keep the relationships tight with real estate, right? So ultimately that is how we've grown through the years, is just, off the success that we're able to provide for agents. And, the one thing I can say about this business that I've learned in the last few years is that, whether I'm talking to a brand new agent, a seasoned veteran, or really anything in between, the one thing that's consistent is that the word of mouth, the repeat and referral business is really critical to the success in the business. I know a lot of you are familiar with a lot of the studies that NAR does as far as the buyers and sellers, but I do like to point out that fact that 68% of sellers are literally only going by referral, or just going with the last agent that they worked with. Another recent statistic from NAR is 83% of sellers are talking to only one agent, right? So what this tells us, when we look at those staggering statistics, when we see that only combined that most people are finding their agent, only 5% of them are finding them online or through traditional tools. It means they're looking around, they're poking around doing stuff online, but then they just go with somebody that they trust, whether it was a referral or the last one that they'd worked with because they did a good job staying in touch with them. Now, knowing that, that's where we want our business to come from, is being in front of those listings. Where is the average agent spending their money as far as relationships go? Well, NAR again tells us that the average agent, 63% of you, unfortunately, are spending $0 on the relationships, the people, just the sphere of influence, if you will. So really, that's where we come in. I never want to see anybody in this office driving down the street, coming home after a long, terrible day, and see one of these with somebody else's name on it on a neighbor's house or even a friend or family member. It's the worst. Or even worse, logging into the MLS and seeing somebody that you put a lot of time and effort into, and they've gone ahead and listed with somebody else. Now, it doesn't mean that we've done a bad job, or that they hate us, or it's anything malicious. It's just, we just didn't stay in touch with them. We weren't top of mind. Somebody else was in front of them in that moment. And so ultimately that comes down to this. It's a relationship-based business that we're in. We're humans. We gravitate towards what we see every day. We're going to hover towards it, right? And we know that if we can connect with your clients on a relationship level, make them feel appreciated, and that you really appreciate all the business they send your way, they're never going to forget to, pass you their way when they have that neighbor or has that need. Now, the way we're doing that is with our branded publications. I'm going to skip out of the slides here. We have 4 of them now. American Lifestyle is probably the one that most of you are familiar with. That's the one that we started 20 years ago. General content, art, lifestyle as far as like travel, some cooking stuff, all looks like yours. Good to Be Home is the residential one. Now, this one has been really popular lately. It is all home focused content, DIY projects, how to increase your home's energy efficiency. But again, recipes, we love the food. Start Healthy is really cool for the new year. It's all about mind and body well-being. It is, like health meditation, a little just healthy things that people like. And then Business in Action is for the entrepreneurs. That's sending out to like other businesses. It's all entrepreneurial spirit. It's got like marketing spotlights, executive highlights, things like that. Now, I like to point out when you get into these, the covers, there's a bunch of different cover options for any of these that you're picking out. You can make it, depending upon what you want to hit, as super festive as you want. Now, I will be transparent. We cannot hit the Christmas holiday. We've already been past that. Most of my clients are looking at the new year right now to get ahead of the spring market. Now, all of the magazines are 48 pages, no ads. You're the only one featured. Okay, your picture's going to go on the front there. And I'm going to dive right into one of these. Compliments of the top photo, contact block, your logo if you want, letter on the inside, customizable down to the individual person, nothing boring on there. Their name will be there. You can put a value proposition there for your open houses, for leave behind. That's what a lot of my newer agents will do. Anything you want there to make people feel special, even somebody's birthday, we can individually print the magazine for them, separate from the rest of them. 2 tear out cards, one at the front and back customizable. You see that front and back there. They're going to default to recipes that 67% of people, if they cook that stuff, they keep it forever. You get in that little recipe box. It's a great place to be. But we also have other options that you get a ton of different templates to pick from. And then content, beautiful laid out pictures, articles, a little something for everybody. We're not looking to write a novel. I want it to land on a coffee table, right? And then when we get to the back of the magazine, we can put a QR code on here for you. So they can literally have you scan it if their neighbor wants to subscribe to your magazine, and now you're connecting with more folks. That's a great way to build a database and get in front of more listings, or even a leave behind piece. You can do a call to action, get what your home's worth. We provide a landing page. I'm going to go over that here in a second. And then on the inside here, you get this full page as well. That's another place to spotlight great, listings, sold properties you're proud of that you want to get in front of similarly sold properties. And again, wrapping that all up so your clients know, hey, it's coming from you when they pull it out of the mailbox, right? And the key to this, and the reason that the agents work with us, is because it's cost efficient and it gets shelf life, right? 4 to 6 week shelf life inside clients' homes on average, which means that you're going to be top of mind. It's going to make you look good, and they're literally going to walk past your face for 5 weeks. January into February, and we know that's when those conversations are going to start happening for the spring market. So pause real quick, see what questions I might have. I know I did a lot of boring statistics, sorry, but.
Jim, what's your phone number?
My phone number is 717.
Oh, hold up. You had something else different
Oh, here,
up there.
hold on. Let me pull it up.
I'll take that. I'll take both.
I have it here. There we go.
Okay, cool.
There you go. Anybody else have any questions for Jim before he moves on to the next piece of his
Can I have that 717 number too?
experience?
717-742-3086.
3086. Great,
Yep,
thank you.
all paths lead to Jim.
Great. And I'll just give you a little, since you were so kind to give me both numbers, just a story about my magazine mailing to clients, which I don't have a whole bunch I do, but I went to a holiday party last year of one of my clients, and the little basket in their bathroom had all of my magazines in it.
Oh, I love it. And
With
listen,
my face.
I say that to people, and I'm like, I'm not trying to creep you out or make you laugh, but it's FaceTime.
I mean, it was hilarious and awesome at the same moment. I was like, oh, and then everyone who was there, that was the bath, that was like the hall bath. So everyone
saw your magazine.
saw my face.
Yes, it's enough to make you laugh, but hey, it's FaceTime. We'll take it, right?
And I'm Tracy Penn, so when I call and annoy you, you'll know that it was me.
Oh, no annoyance. I love the calls. Anytime I get to chat.
I got something to ask you about.
Okay. Anybody have some questions for Jim to this point? He has you're going to go through the digital version of that, Jim?
Yeah. So pricing is super simple. I popped that up on the screen. They're $4.99 a magazine. The first mailing's a trial. Minimum's only $50. We're slashing the setup fee from $2.99 to $99. That covers the account setup, the exclusive mailing list. We won't let anybody else know crossover. Nobody else can mail them to your clients once you've mailed them. We also give you a personal marketing advisor, like an assistant, to help with all this. It's a lot. There's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of templates. So we want to make sure it's catered to you and your business. So they're going to literally go through the whole thing with you. And then our likely to move tool. Now, this is one of our digital tools that I'm actually just going to back up here real quick. This is super cool. We use consumer data, property data, and behavior data to help you vet your list. This is industry leading accurate, 24% accurate, which means if you have us pick 40 people, 10 of them will absolutely move in the next 12 months, right? And that's just statistics. And that is, to me, amazing. We do that for free, included. So it helps you put the whole database in there. Let us score them out, tell you if there's any low hanging fruit there. And then the landing pages, calls to action, get what your home's worth. We can tie that in with your Facebook advertising. And that's the other thing that leads into is our digital marketing platform. For anybody that signs up with us right now, we're giving you a free month of our full digital suite. You can imagine how much content we have when you can 20 years worth of magazines and copyright, all that stuff, right? So we can make that all look like yours with the digital magazine that comes out monthly. It's a condensed digital version that you can send out to 1,000 people. Social media automation, local events curation, and then of course, unlimited landing pages when it comes to the digital, and then branded posts, newsletter to make you look like the rock star. So the magazines, A-listers, top 50 or so folks, The digital is everybody else, so they feel included, and you can always shift in that, mix and match as you need to. Magazines can be increased by increments of 1. Okay, so there's no like fine print when it comes to that. And that's really it. It's super simple. And anybody that does want to sign up with me today or tomorrow, I'm able to personally throw in 15 free magazines as a thank you, because we really appreciate what you guys are doing out there. And I would love to be the one to help you connect with clients in this new year to just kill 2025.
Hey, Jim, is the digital, are the digital assets a separate, can you just get the digital assets, or is it you?
Yeah, absolutely. So the digital by itself runs $119 a month. That is something that you'll notice I kind of brush over it because I'm not exactly the expert. I do like to mention it because I know it's awesome. But that's where our marketing coaches come in. And if that was something that somebody was specifically interested in, just the digital, I would connect you with that digital department so they could dive into the questions that you would have on that. But I do know that when you try the magazines out just one time, they'll give you the free 30 days of it, set it all up for you, explain how everything works. And it's a great way to check it out right firsthand without just kind of like looking through screenshots and stuff. So either way you want to do it.
Does the digital version send out the newsletter for you? Or
Yeah, it's full automation.
So, I mean, how much was that a month?
It's $119 a month. And as a magazine subscriber, you get it 1 month for free, and then you get it for $79 a month going forward, as long as you are using the magazine for the A-listers, sending out that minimum of 50.
Right. But I just see so many agents labor over their newsletter every month.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. No, it's absolutely crazy. So we work with the Keller Williams in Virginia. We're partnering with them to help manage everything. They closed 242 deals. And I mean, just literally off the backs of not only the magazine going out to warm clients, the A-listers, but also using the digital to tie all that in to turn those followers, the likes into followers, into referrals, which we all know close at a much higher rate. It's not as much work for you guys when they are already sort of know who you are and see some value in what you're doing.
Excellent.
So with the digital, Jim, is it, do you get like an open rate and stuff like that if it's being sent out from you? Or is, I mean, I know you said this isn't really your, this is.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as the actual statistics of it, that's part of the tool the digital team will dive in with you. But I do know that as far as like the social media and stuff, like those are your likes, right? Like they're going to pop up. It's going to say so-and-so liked this. So-and-so said they're going to this event that you posted, and then you can like their post. And that, again, that's what it is. It's engaging. But beyond that, like obviously if somebody responds to an email you sent out, oh, I love the mag, that goes right back to you. Anybody scans your QR code, it goes right to your website. So as far as that stuff, you're going to organically own that person. But as far as the, SEO and open rates and all that optimization, I'm not the tech guy. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But you know who that guy is. I
do. I could put you in touch with him for sure.
You have that. Excellent. Excellent. Anybody else have any questions for Jim before we sign off? Anybody? Excellent. Hey, Jim, thank you so
Appreciate
much.
You. No, my pleasure. You guys enjoy your day.
Tracy.
Yeah, I'll be calling you, Jim, this week.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm here. I love you guys.
All right, thanks, Jim.
Yep, you got it.
All
Have a
right.
great day.
You too, bud. All right, let's wrap it up. But Charlotte has the one.
I had one more want and need, which is probably directed more to John and Chuck than anybody, is I need referral partners in Emmaus, PA, which is a suburb of Allentown, for a listing, and buyer's agent in State College, PA. My niece and her husband just got new jobs. They're selling in Allentown. They're going to buy in State College. So if you have anybody, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think there's 2 people I'm thinking of, but I need to verify they're in the right areas.
Okay, cool. Thank you. It's not
Allentown's a big
it's
city.
not a what? It's not an immediate like today need, but it's going to be like when kind of February. Yeah, I will. Thank you.
They're great with that.
No, I know.
All right. Anybody else before we go? All right, guys. Have a great week.
Thank you.
Is next week the potluck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And that's in lieu of the office meeting, right, Brian? No, it's not. It's right after the office meeting, right?
Correct.
There you go. All right. I knew something like that. All right, guys. Have a great week.
Thank you. All
I like
right,
the digital piece more than the.
exactly, yeah, adorable, thank you.
I